Hey everyone, ScytherGreen here from Server 73. Today I'm spotlighting Saladin as a gnome farmer. Not as a support, not as a control pick, but as a full-on damage dealer. And to really see how he stacks up, we're comparing him to the benchmark, Alexander the Great. Now, before we get into all the numbers, let's talk team. Saladin isn't doing this alone. He's supported by 3 immortals that let him stay aggressive from start to finish. Matilda, Bjorn, and Chin, each one bringing a unique kind of fuel to keep his engine running hot. Matilda plays a dual role. She's the engine and the destructor. Between her ultimate skill, Elegant and Magnificent, and Rage Blessing, she boosts the team's energy regen and helps Saladin cycle his ult faster. But that's not all. No Escape opens the fight with a team-wide silence, and Soul Synergy layers in healing every time an ultimate goes off, helping offset the fact that Saladin brings 0 sustain of his own. Bjorn is the control anchor. Wither Realm does 3 things at once: increases team damage, adds lifesteal, and reduces enemy attack speed. Perfect for letting Saladin outpace the gnomes. Energy Shield provides some much-needed damage absorption, and Weakening Curse disarms the enemy team from the very start, cutting their opening pressure by 70% until they can ult. Jim, as always, is the tempo setter. Dragon Power adds attack speed, inflicts wound to block healing, and gives Saladin cleave via wind synergy. Energy Suppression and War Blessing tilt the early fight in your favor, slowing the gnomes down while Saladin gets to work. So while this isn't the benchmark farming setup built around sustain and longevity, it's focused entirely on tempo, disruption, and front-loaded burst. Saladin is designed to end the fight before the enemy has a real chance to hit back. These lineups aren't aiming for the same outcome, and that's the point. It's not just about the numbers you put up, it's about what you spend to get them. Let's talk about Saladin. He's not a conventional pick for gnome farming, but his kit is built for aggressive, no-holds-barred combat. At the center of it is Falcon Raid, his unique ultimate skill that strikes all enemies 3 times, with each hit having a 65% chance to reduce their physical defense by 15% for 3 seconds. The debuff doesn't stack, but frequent hits help keep enemy defenses consistently lowered, setting up follow-up damage. Paired with Battle Frenzy, which automatically triggers after using an energy skill, it deals AoE physical damage and reduces the physical damage of the enemy unit with the highest physical attack by 50% for 9 seconds, adding disruption on top of his burst. Then there's Corrosive Power, a passive that rewards repeated ultimates. After dealing direct damage with an ultimate skill 3 times, Saladin restores 200 energy and gains a 60% boost to his ultimate damage for 9 seconds. Combine that with Fighting Master, which provides control immunity and a flat 10% damage reduction, and you get a self-sufficient, relentless damage dealer. It's a kit built for tempo, bursting early, punishing fast, and recycling ultimates before the enemy can strike back. Let's talk output. In this setup, Saladin isn't alone, but he's the clear focus. His damage consistently lands between 27.7 and 35.3 million, peaking at 35.3 million in back-end number 1, and that fight only lasted 13 seconds. Alex, in the benchmark comp, ranges from 30.5 to 33.5 million, topping out at 33.5 million in Trent number 1. On paper, they're close, but the context is everything. Alex's lineup is built for efficiency. Charles absorbs the pressure, while Zenobia and Chin handle sustain. It's a well-oiled machine designed to keep him safe and firing without interruption. Saladin's comp takes a more aggressive route. He's backed by tempo-focused support. Matilda fuels ultimates, Bjorn weakens incoming damage, and Chin disrupts the enemy's rhythm. But there's no hard tank. Saladin is still absorbing every firebomb, and he's got to end the fight fast or pay the price. Which he can, but it's not clean. Saladin trades stability for speed. He can match or even beat the benchmark in raw numbers. But the path there is steeper, riskier, and more demanding on your roster. But raw output doesn't tell the whole story. What each immortal endures to deliver that damage matters just as much. Saladin takes between 1.05 and 2.01 million damage per fight. He doesn't heal or shield himself, but his team isn't leaving him completely exposed. Bjorn provides a suite of background support, Wither Realm increases resilience, slows enemy attack speed, and grants 25% lifesteal, while Energy Shield periodically absorbs damage for allies. Add in Chin's debuffs, reduced enemy crit rate, slower energy gain, and a damage boost for your own troops, and the result is a comp built to buy Saladin enough time to unload his burst. Still, that support is lightweight compared to a true tank comp. Firebombs alone account for over 85% of the damage he takes, and Saladin is always the one absorbing it. Alex, by contrast, usually takes just 400 to 500,000. That's because he's backed by a traditional mitigation setup. Charles sits in front, armed with Terra Shield and Energy Shield, absorbing and healing through the worst of the damage. He's protected both before and after the hit lands. So while Saladin's comp is designed to soften the blow, Alex's is designed to avoid taking it altogether. Here's where things really start to diverge. Troop cost. Saladin's setup doesn't just take hits, it absorbs them head-on. Across all 9 reports, it racks up more deaths and substantially more serious wounds than the benchmark. The front line gets shredded by firebombs, and without a dedicated tank like Charles, there's nothing to catch the pressure. It adds up. Fast. We're looking at over 5,000 casualties from Saladin's side alone. That's not just a stat, that's healing time, resource drain, and downtime. You might be clearing faster, but you're paying for every second in troop loss and speed-ups. Meanwhile, Alexander's comp is built to endure. Damage is spread out. Shields go up. Healing kicks in. Casualties stay low. It's clean, efficient, and made to grind. So while Saladin can match the damage, he can't match the cost efficiency. The win looks the same, but the recovery, that's a whole different story. And that difference in recovery is what brings us to the real decision point. Because raw damage isn't the only metric that matters. Sustainability is part of performance. Saladin is your high-risk, high-reward option. When Falcon Raid crits, he can melt Gnomes in under 15 seconds. But every win comes at a cost. Longer healing queues and higher March turnover. Alex is the opposite. He's low maintenance, high consistency, and built to go all day without bleeding resources. He doesn't spike as hard, but he delivers safely, reliably, and with minimal downtime. If you're chasing raw numbers, Saladin can match or even beat Alex. But those numbers aren't free. You'll take more damage, you'll lose more uptime, and you'll feel it over long farming streaks. Alex isn't just strong, he's sustainable. Saladin's a cannon, but you'll be reloading more often. And that wraps it up for Saladin as a gnome farmer. Brutal, fast, and risky. He can match the benchmark, but he doesn't do it quietly. Every fight is a sprint, not a marathon. Now I want to hear from you. Speed or sustain? Do you think it's worth the cost in troops, so you can finish your raids faster? Let me know how your gnome setups are running. Drop your best comps below. And if there's another immortal you want me to run through the gauntlet, say the word. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in Norheim.